Hello, sir.
So,
Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Hello, sir. I like it. It's sad. The sun hits
I
you.
know. I'm just
come on, driver.
You okay? Are you? All right, we don't have a lot of time, and there's 3 sets of customers already. So let's get to it, guys. All right, we're gonna continue to do this meetings until the day I die. Lesson 1.
Hi.
Congratulations, sir. Just put it this way: it's found money. It's like you hit the lotto. Because I know you were not expecting that money. And where's Mr. Bislaz? Is he a customer?
Yeah.
All right. Keep this out, sir. All right. So this one, the week was not bad, depending on how you look at it, right? We updated the board. So one day, good weekend, and we're back on track. So it all depends how you look at it. You look at it, the glass half empty or the glass half full. All right? And some of you guys, while you're looking at it, someone else drank the water. So don't look too hard. So I'm excited for today. I'm very excited. I'm always excited. I know the day I won't say I'm not excited, but I'm always excited. All right? So the topic of the meeting today is relentless. Okay? Jamal, you want to come up here and explain us what it is? What it is? Mr. Jamal. Relentless. The highlighted part, sir, please.
Okay. A relentless person is someone who keeps trying and never gives up.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jamal. The keyword is never gives up. Okay? So, the one thing about life is that life is always changing, right? And sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, okay? Sometimes we do really, really well, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. That's just really what it is. So, when we begin to accept that basically the reality is that we're never gonna make it, right? Things are never gonna be even killed. We know that. There's always ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's very important. So, but it's during the down moments, okay? That's really when the growth really begins, okay? That's really when things start to turn. And that's really when the work starts basically going, okay? And anybody can be positive when they're on top, when they feel good, you know? We got money on the bank, we got happy relationships, right? Our kid says, I love you, daddy, all the time. We don't have teenagers, so many so far. So far, so good. Yeah, some of them, yeah. All right, so happy relationship when business is booming. Yeah, right? Anybody can be positive then, right? We see the larger vision, right? Anybody can have faith when they're on top. But the real challenge is mentally, emotionally, spiritually, comes when you're knocked down, okay? One thing that you have to understand, okay, is that you're supposed to fail. It's part of life. It's part of the process, okay? It just fucking is, bottom line, okay? Because failure is kind of like a stepping stone for success, okay? If that makes sense, when you fail, okay? When I was in my jail cell, you know, for 23 hours I couldn't come out, right? 1 hour I could see the light, and I was there, and I know that it wasn't the best version of me. I know that I was better than that. You know what I'm saying? I know that it was going to be better days ahead, right? I was down there, like, fuck. this is not who I am. Something is wrong. Something is not adding up. I'm not supposed to be in this fucking room. You know? It was just hard, man. It was really hard for me. You know, but it's I remember exactly. It was January 8th, 2008 that I was there, and shit goes to your head. So when you experience failure, okay, wisdom ultimately makes you stronger. The best version of you comes out. Okay? Do whatever it is that you want to do. Some people want to play basketball, right? Some people want $1 million, right? It's not what you want. It's not that gets you going. It's what you become while you're doing it. It's the person that you become afterwards that makes you better, makes you appreciate life a little bit more, right? When you take freedom for granted, right? I can never take freedom for granted, no longer, anymore, because it meant something for me personally. For me, it might not be for you, but for me it was. So, you know, do a discover, right? It depends how committed you are. And that's where Relentless comes into play. Because while you're pursuing that, right, whether you become the best basketball player or whatever you want to be, or you want to be an owner of a company, you discover other things that you didn't think you had, like discipline, right? You discover commitment, how to move forward, and the direction of your dream. So failure is just a signpost that you're going the wrong way, that something is not adding up, okay? So you will discover that along the way. Character, you build character when you fail, when you're down. Even if you don't get it, even if you don't get to make $1 million, even if you don't get to be an owner of a company or whatever, right? It's the person you're becoming. So it's very important. The toys, whatever you think it is, it's not about that, okay? It's about the journey, right? And the journey is really hard, because I would have never thought, 10 years ago, when I was in that jail cell, that I was gonna be here one day, right? But that journey is so fucking hard, and that's why most people don't wanna do it. That's why some people don't wanna get into that journey, because they are afraid to fail. They are afraid to fail in that journey. So they don't do it because of it. They're not willing to get on that journey, because they know they're gonna fail. And you're gonna have people that are gonna do things to you, okay? You're gonna have people that are gonna say things about you, okay? But the most important things you can do is to let go of whatever it is, so you can move on, and you can grow, and move on with your life, okay? Because other people's opinion is not exactly your reality. And it's just not my reality anymore. So it doesn't matter what happens to you, right? Because when I was there, that was my decisions that got me there. That's not really who I was. Okay? So the question is, what are you going to do about it when you're down there? Okay? You cannot let the fear of failure or the fear of judgment, right, stop you from doing what you want to become, which is we all want to become great. Okay? You cannot succeed without the risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of being criticized. You just can't. Fail, right? Pick yourself up. Fail again, right? Because without the struggle, what is your success anyway? Nothing, exactly. So we need to get to a point where we gotta be fearless. We gotta be afraid of what the unknown. I get it, it's tough, and some of you guys are struggling with personal, spiritual stuff. I'm saying that, I struggle every day, but every day I refuse to be negative. Every day I refuse to give in to the negativity that comes out of it. Because it's expected, right? It's expected to happen. People are not gonna like your success. People are not gonna like the things that you're doing. Because they don't want to do it themselves, right? They're afraid because I took a leap of faith and I said, hey, right? And that's just personal to me. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the situation that you're in right now. But that's really what it comes down to, okay? So you gotta be a little relentless when it comes to things like that. And I've learned through the process that when you put, and sometimes you gotta step back to move forward. And I get that. It's what you learn when you become out of it, okay? So I did a lot of things when I was my darkest moments in my life, and people say that's the worst thing that happened to you. And I said, no, it's the best thing that happened to me, okay? Because it became my strength. I grew so much out of it, okay? And we need to do that because we owe it to our families, we owe it to ourselves, actually, okay? To become the best version of ourselves. So that's really all I have for motivational today. We have 93 appointments for today, all right? So we have beautiful weather. I know it's going to get a little cold today, all right? I want to talk to you guys about reviews, okay? And I know we can't stress enough about reviews, but the reviews is basically the profile of the dealership. It's how people look at you, right? When you go on a date, what do you look at? When you go on all these sites, what are you looking at? Isn't it a profile that you're looking at? Whatever that profile says, right? Some way, somehow, that profile intrigues you to click to that person, to message to that person. And I'm only using dating because, the obvious, right? It's appealing. The eye looks at profiles. So, when people look at us, they don't know Brooklyn Mitsubishi. They just know that Brooklyn Mitsubishi put out a car out there, and Brooklyn Mitsubishi is asking, hey, come buy a car for me. So when they look at their profile, all right, let's see what Brooklyn Mitsubishi is. It's got green eyes, got his legs, right? They look at the reviews, what people are saying about Brooklyn Mitsubishi. This ain't 4.5, but it could be better because 4.5 is really the cutoff. It should be 4.9. Bless you. 4.5, right? It deletes you from the page. So I can spend $100,000 on Google to be number 1 on the page every month. And all the customer got to do is, I want a 4.5 dealer or better. Guess what? You're deleted completely from the search. Completely. You don't even exist. So, do you understand what I'm saying? So, this is why it's so important for reviews every single day. And I just send the link. Yeah, I send the link. You guys are accountable for that. To make sure that you get a review out of the customer. It is your profile for the company, right? You represent the company. I represent the company. Prado represents the company. So it is your profile that's going in that review. That's why it's so important. You get customers all the time on cars.com because they like your reviews all the time. You work at a deal on a $100,000 car based on Dealer Rater. So it tells you what people are doing online, okay? Customers spend 11 hours shopping for a car, and they only go into 1.5 dealership to buy the car. 1.5. So 9 times out of 10, they're gonna buy the car from the first dealer. But if they're spending 11 hours shopping, do you think they're looking at reviews?
Yes.
A lot. And they're reading them. This guy did this guy did that. They base their opinion, their decision going to that dealership because of that review. So I cannot stress enough that every single delivery that goes out of here, that customer should be raving about this place. Because we do the right thing by the customer. How much money we lost on that Maxima yesterday to sell the car?
$1,000.
$1,000. Did I need to sell $1,000 on the Maxima? No. The guy came in online, knew what he wanted. We did our job, right? This is what we advertise. This is what it is. Okay? Do you want to take the deal? You know what? Yes. We asked the customer to come here because we advertised the car. Yes. The customer's happy because it was an easy transition to get here. Whatever we said we're gonna do online, we did it. Okay? Just like we go on a date, right? Somebody puts a fake profile picture, you get it like, what the fuck? That's not the person I saw online. Who are you? Catfish is called. There's a show on it too, look it up. Some kid's crying this still. Oh, he did this to me for a year. What kind of year? We fell for a year. All these pictures of Ferrari kept sending them thinking it was, you know, Frankie spots. Sorry, Frankie. Just saying. You get the point, damn it. Okay? That's just an indication of my answer. I'm sorry, Frankie. Moral of the story. Reviews, damn it.
I thought the car wasn't ready yet.
Yeah. The customer's giving you the review at the end of the day. Because you're the one spending 3 hours with them, 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever. Jessica only has like 15 minutes to do the deal, 20 minutes to do the deal. So it's very hard for her to make that much of a report like you do. Okay? But you build a rapport with them, you took them to the lot 6, right? You bought them a coffee, right? You treated them nice, right? So you earn the right to ask for that review. Even if George was a jerk to them, which not all the time, right? But even if George was a jerk to them, let's just say, they're still gonna give you a review because you treated them nice. Right, Ron? Always. But guess what? If you don't ask for it 99.9% of the time, you're not gonna get it. I got news for you. I always ask, what's the worst they can say to me? It's no. I'll ask again, maybe I'll just approach it differently. Okay? But there's always 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I always say that. So if you don't ask, you don't really get. That's how it works. So we need every delivery to go in that app. We need to get to 1,000 reviews. Okay? We're gonna be probably one of the only Mitsubishi dealerships in town with close to 1,000 reviews. So why can't it be us? Who says that we can? You understand? In my mind, we can do it. Bobby believes that we can do it. Okay? We're making a lot of changes for you guys for 2019 because we changed it up a little bit. Compensation plans, everything, we revised and everything. And the guys are doing a good job. They're gonna get compensated even more. Even more. Because it's only fair. All I'm asking you to do is 100% of the job. That's all I'm asking you. I'm asking you to go 120, I'm asking you to do 130, 100%. Because when you come to me, I'm going to give you the 100%. Whatever it is. I'm going to address and say, hey, this is what it is. This is what I can do. You tell me. That vacation you want, I'm going to approve it. That goes along the way. You understand? It works both ways. Alright? So, 20 cars will put us back. And tomorrow we've got to have a decent day as well to put us right back on track. So it's really a productive week. Who do we have working tomorrow? What team is working tomorrow? Team B? Okay. So we should have enough coverage for tomorrow. We're okay. Georgie?
Yep.
Anything?
Let's sell some cars today, guys. It's a beautiful day today. Already the day started. You have 4 groups of
3, 4
customers here
sets of
today.
groups already here.
Should be
Okay,
no
we're working with you.
excuse. Let's make things happen today. Roll some cars. That's the key.
Rado,
Roll
anything?
some cars.
Let's work every deal to the end.
Okay.
And again, like George said, let's just sell some cars like we always do.
Ryan?
Maximize every opportunity that we get and act like it's the only opportunity you're going to get today itself.
One thing, guys, please make sure today, especially today, I mean every day should be this way. Your credit apps
On point.
on point.
Yeah.
Everything on point.
Al's not here today, okay? So we short one F9.
Right.
So we need you guys on your A game today.
Correct.
Yeah. I'll be in the box today. Chicky, anything?
Reviews. Please, reviews.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
If you do the reviews, we're gonna be past 4.9, higher than what Rudy wants, and that's what we want is those reviews.
It's
We're
what
not.
we need.
We earned it.
It's what we need.
Yeah.
All right. You guys see that shiny new building, right? You guys see that shiny new building that we just got up, right? That's your hard work that you guys did that. It's because of you guys that we got that shiny new building. All right. But every franchise, what do they look at? What do you think they look at? Reviews. Exactly.
Customers don't like putting good reviews, but when it comes to putting a bad review, they can't wait to go home.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Put that review in there.
Newspaper.
Agreed.
Same thing should be when you're buying a car. Review right there and there. Good review right there and there. That's important.
It's very important. All right, guys, so let's get going today. All right, give it a round of applause. Here we go. Make it happen. Make it happen. JP, day 22, right?
Day 22.
Day 22, guys.
Day 22 on road to 30.
Road to 30. On the road to 30. Break a habit.
And there you go.
Hey, Jonathan, let me introduce my brother.
All right, 22 days. Jennifer hasn't come to the gym, guys, so.
22 days?
22 days, guys. Thank you for
guy's
your support,
Dominican.
guys.
My liberal. This is my liberal. My liberal.
This guy's Dominican.
Listen, he's blue.
He's from
Politics.
The guy is Dominican. He's, I don't know where you're coming from, but you work for some place, I don't know.
I'm Greek by injection.
Yes. Elare.
All right, guys, have a great Saturday, everybody.